Jim, Hawaiian Jim, back in 1994. I got pulled over him like 3 times because they had his number. He was out after being convicted of murder. He was out like in a few years. And first thing on everybody's mind was snitch. Because everybody knew that he killed that guy with an axe handle. For a bag of shrews. Jim was a fucking moron. He was a big, very tough, half white, half Samoan dude. And he was a killer. Literally a killer. And Damon Olson and some other guy. I've known Damon since like 5th grade, before still. Damon Olson, some other dude, was with Jim. They went out to the trails, which was one of our main hangouts when we were teenagers. And they took some guy out there, and some dude they picked up probably up the street, running around doing drugs. The guy said he had a bag of shrooms, and Jim decided he was going to take him out on the trails and rob him, and not even say anything to Damon and the other guy. And he goes, "Yeah, let's go out here and hang out in the trails." And we had a Hawaiian thing going because he was half Samoan. I'm part Hawaiian, so we had a kind of a brotherhood with that. I already knew he was a piece of shit. He ripped off Rob for a bag of weed. He's a fucking idiot. But he took some. Oh, there she is right there. Maybe not show Shannon on this clip because I might want to put this up. You know what I mean? Oh, if that's okay with you, YouTube it.
Man, you always want to do the ones that I'm always like, kind of like.
That's the good shit. I mean, there's no name, as long as we're not name dropping. And I pop off subject like I ran down about Hawaiian Jim, and I'm using real names of him. Fuck him. And well, I'm not giving his last name, but. How many Hawaiian gyms were operating in California in 93? Probably thousands. Anyhow. So yeah, he fucking took this dude out to the trails, and I guess they got outside. Jim grabbed a fucking axe handle out of the back of his truck, or back behind the seat of his truck. He had a fucking monster truck. He had like these giant 45-inch tires on it. It was just insane. He could drive across. I watched him drive across the goddamn American River. Even with that big ass truck, it was the biggest truck you could take on the road. It was just, the fucking tires were like 5 feet fucking tall, it seemed like up to my nose, almost. He drove that fucker across the American River at Mammoth in Auburn, California, where basically you cross that river and you're in El Dorado County, from Fletcher County. I couldn't believe he fucking made it across there. So anyhow. Yeah, he beat this fucking dude to death with an axe handle. Damon was like right there going, "Whoa, what are you doing, dude?" And the other guy, I forgot who was with him. I could ask Rob. So, Rob's dad was a cop in Cadillac, Michigan. He knows the law pretty damn good. You should see, I used to think I was pretty hot shot dealing with cops and putting them in their place. I seen Rob put them right in it because Rob knew the law because of his dad being an ex-cop. And now his brother Dennis is a CHP in California. So Rob's sitting at home, just having a nice evening. All of a sudden, fucking someone's pounding on the door. He opens the door, "What's up?" It's Damon and this other dude. And they didn't even ask Rob, they just rushed into his house. Shut the door, dude! Rob's all, "Dude, what the fuck is going on, man?" And I was Rob's neighbor at the shit old Bell Gardens apartment at the time. And Rob's like, "What the fuck is going on, man?" And he goes, "Fucking Jim just fucking killed a guy." So I think they just ran from the scene. They got the fuck out of there, and I think maybe Jim probably got the fuck out of there. He was a fucking hoodlum, and probably left the dead guy there. He ended up getting convicted for that shit. He never been to prison. He was young. We were all young. This is 1989 or 90, and Rob's all, "What?" He goes, "Fucking Hawaiian Jim just fucking beat a guy to death with a fucking axe handle for a bag of shrooms." And And Rob's all, wait a minute, when did this happen? And they said, fuck it, just now, we just ran. And Rob goes, and you came straight to my house. And he's all, get the fuck out of here. He opened the door, get the fuck out of here, just take off, go. that was huge. And that's when Rob was a tall, skinny guy. Now he's a big motherfucker. Big white boy. Big bald white boy. And coming up to the 80 here. Yeah, that was a crazy shit. Billy Baker, that piece of shit. He was fucking... I rolled with Billy for years because him and Mikey LeCarry got tight. Mike LeCarry was my nephew by marriage. He's the one that family my brother married in that Italian Sicilian family. And here we go on the 80 green light. Yep, that means go, people. Come on, you fucking derelicts. I got some LEDs behind us. See, these guys are gonna move. Oh, there's nobody in that number 2, is there? You guys are doing all right, I guess. This motherfucker's doing. Oh, he's holding back because these assholes up there are going too slow. Oh, we got a fast mover in number 2 here. You gonna do something, dude? Dude, another wide open fucking motherfucker. That's nice. Set her at 8-0. Pop up at 8-5. Looking good. Programmer down this guy's staying up pretty good. Set 8-3. So yeah, Billy Baker told me Jim he was having like a fucking playoff party, football 49er playoff party. Well, he's a Dallas Cowboy fan. I think Dallas was actually playing the Niners. It was a big NFC fucking. It could have been the NFC Championship game. I think this was back in 90, 91, 92. And dipshit, Hawaiian Jim, he didn't even barely do 5 years, dude, for that murder. And we all knew, everybody knew he's a fucking snitch. He probably snitched for him. They probably cut him some kind of deal. And, because we were doing dope in 94, I came to his fucking apartment. And this was years after that murder. And he had a goddamn fucking police fucking radio. Handheld police radio. He's unplugged into the wall. And we're smoking crank. And he had the police radio and a whole list of sheets of paper. This is summer of 94. And he's showing it to me. So check it out, man. He goes, I'm a narc, you're busted. Basically telling me that he was a snitch. And he was selling dope. And smoking it, dude. It's fucking crazy. And I was so far gone at them that I didn't even care.
He wasn't like joking or anything. He was being serious.
He had a police radio in his hand, dude, and a list of pages of fucking names and numbers and addresses that the cops probably gave to him. He has that radio in his hand. He was spun, dude. Everybody was fucked up by that point because I was in and out of psychosis. I was in and out of jail. We were fucking up bad, and he has that police radio. And he's going through this list. He goes, "Look at this. Got all these people's names. All these people are fucking suspects. They're all on the list that they're being investigated." And he has his handheld radio. And he goes like this to me. He goes, "I'm a narc. You're busted." And I had so much going on in my own fucking bullshit reality, cranked out reality, that I just didn't even bother to register it or process it in my mind. I had so much other shit going on. And I'm thinking, I did think about it. Is he joking? Is it like you're thinking right now? But he got out of prison. He just got convicted of a 187 murder. I was with him when he got pulled over one night. And he gets back in the truck. Fuck. And he's driving away. And I go, what? He goes, That fucking cop knows. He goes, the cop told the other cop, this guy fucking killed somebody. He's got a 187 on his scrap sheet. And fucking, it bothered him. And I'm thinking, well, why does it bother you, you asshole? You only did, I swear to God, what was it, 94? He was convicted in 89 or 90. So he didn't even do 5 years, dude. Convicted of 187. There's appeals courts. They could have did an appeals. They could have brought him to an appeals court, and the state could have made a deal with him. We'll bring you an appeals court and get you out of prison. So they obviously needed him. Or he was full of shit. But where did he get that list, that sheet? No, that's what was weird. He could have been fucking around, but I think he was so far gone. He was a big gangster, tough guy, and Jody told me, because he was fucking Jody, I wanted her so bad too. She wanted me, but I was too scared of Jim. I didn't want to fuck Jim's. They weren't like, they didn't have a relationship. He was fucking everybody, but Jody told me, he was curled up in a ball upstairs in the bed, crying like a little baby. And then he started talking like he was a little kid. Mommy, am I gonna be okay? Because we were all fucked up. So either he was full of shit, or he was saying he was so far gone that he just didn't give a fuck that I knew. He told me I was one of the few people he trusted, because so you're not like all these other scumbags, I've been told that a lot. It's because I, be a decent fucking human being. Yeah, you can still be an operator and be a decent human being, be a runner, be a professional.
Yeah, through my lifetime, I usually get that.
And not be a piece of shit.
Trusted role.
Yeah, Rick used to fucking, sometimes my boss, Rick Gangsters, he'd give me a bag of dope. We hang out. I go, what's this for? He goes, I go, why are you so good to me, Rick? He goes, you're one of the only people I know that's not a piece of shit. Everybody around him, all his friends, acquaintances, he wants to kick their ass. Yeah, so the playoff game, Billy's having a fucking football party at his house. Fucking Mr. Extrovert, fucking center of attention motherfucker. And he said, there's this dude, Jim got in an argument with some dude. He had like 5-6 people at the house. It was a nice place, Dry Creek Road he had for a while, he was renting. And wraparound deck, it was a beautiful place. Anyhow, it's just too bad Billy's such a piece of shit, but I know Billy since 10th grade. And he was on our crew for years. I mean, we did once in a while the hug, love you brother things. We had a brotherhood going with me and Kenny and Billy and Mikey for years as teenagers, and but he was a piece of shit. But me and Kenny wanted him out, but he was too tight with Mikey and the politics, gangster politics, and so we tolerated his dumb ass. Of course, you use them and exploit their resources, and so yeah, what was it? 93? No, yeah, 90. Right around 93, 94. So we lived there, and so they're having a fucking football, and this always happens to Billy, or he gets himself in the most fucked up, because the guy's an idiot. He's terrified of being alone. You know what I mean? Shows up to people's houses, like, what do you want? Just want to hang out. Show up to your house 3 in the morning sometimes. He's a sociopath, so he doesn't have any fucking, me showing up at 3 in the morning. I've done it drunk. Oh shit, I've done it drunk a few times. God damn, I keep forgetting about this spot. Showing people's house in the middle of the night, hey! But not stone. He does it stone sober. Just show up at your house at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning on a work day. Like, what do you want, motherfucker? I gotta work in the morning. Get lost. And sometimes I get up and just, because he's Billy, and help him out if he needs it. But so he's having that football party. Hawaiian Jim gets in a fucking argument with this dude sitting on a couch, some dude that was there, and all of a sudden, Billy and Matt Turkla and these other guys are watching the game. They're like in the game, and all of a sudden they hear this male scream, screeching scream. They look over at the couch. Jim took out a knife, and his exact words were, he filleted his fucking thigh open with a knife. This dude's thigh. Jim was a fucking psychopath. And where do you want to go? You gotta want one of those burritos. And coffee, fuck yeah. Should we get the coffee at Chevron? Should we just stop at Chevron? Let's go to Chevron. Fuck it, we're going to Chevron. Alright, so, yeah, Jim fucking filleted this dude's thigh open. And Billy, he could be completely full of shit, but I know when he's full of shit, and he wasn't full of shit. He was like traumatized. He's going, dude, it was so fucked, blood everywhere. And then somebody called the cops. I think Billy was a pussy, he's a cop caller. He probably called, or no, I think they called the ambulance because this motherfucker was bleeding to death on his fucking couch. So they called the ambulance, and you know, Matt was a big bad motherfucker. I didn't know Matt very well, but I've known of him since high school, and he's kind of a badass, a big, burly, fucking, just naturally big, strong fucking dude, dangerous. And Billy knew everybody in town. I mean, so did Kenny. The connections. He was a flaming extrovert, so he knew every fucking buddy. Everywhere you went in Auburn in the 80s or 90s, hey, Billy, or me too. I mean, a lot of people knew me. Like when they say, you know, my feelings can't be hurt. You know, I've held the flashlight for my dad. I say, I was one of 3 brown kids in town for years, so you're not hurting my feelings either. I was called nigger and chink my whole life, so. Nigger, Mexican, chink, whatever.
Yeah, I got the Mexican a lot. Still sometimes do.
So the paramedics show up and go, oh, what happened here? This looks like a stat. Looks like you got cut open. It does not look Kamala Harris. Expand Medicare. Reduced drug, look at it. Reduced drug prices on that digital billboard. Because Kamala likes drugs. So they called the cops.
You have any toilet paper or anything?
Oh, well, you got a booger snutty?
Bloody nose.
Look in here. Watch out for the gun in there. Oh, here's a towel. Going to Chevron. Look at that old Outback.
It's bleeding everywhere, dude.
So yeah, the fucking these guys all watching us like we're gonna rob him. We do look like a couple of fucking thugs, don't we? This is pretty nice, Sparks. I didn't realize Sparks was so chill. They got a pee-pee in here.
Mm-hmm.
Grandpa's got a pee. So yeah, they're watching the game, and the fucking cops show up, and it's they're making noise, and and Matt Turkla turns around and goes, Matt doesn't even give a fuck that somebody got cut open. He's just watching the game because I think he was a Niners fan or something. And Matt turns around and tells the cops and paramedics and that screaming bitch that got cut open, hey, keep it down, I'm trying to watch the game over here. And Billy was telling me about that. He was laughing about it. He goes, and I think even a couple of Placer County Sheriff's deputies were even laughing about it because this little bitch got cut open. And then Billy says, you know what Jim cut his leg open over? Well, he kills a guy for a bag of shrimp. He cut this dude's leg open over a load of firewood. You know what's funny? Because I cut firewood most of my childhood, teenage years as a job, and it means a lot. You know, a load of firewood means a lot. I was in a bank one time, this is back in the mid '80s. I was a teenager and I had a bank account. I was going to cash my little fucking